Welcome everybody to a look at the fourth film in the Shawscope Volume 3 box set, and it is 1971's The Lady Hermit, which is directed by Meng-Hua, who I've only seen two other films from before, with the likes of The Oily Maniac and The Mighty Peking Man, the latter of which I think was in the Shawscope Volume 1 box set. And this is once again a wuxia film clocking at 103 minutes long, stars the likes of Pei-pei, who I've seen in the likes of Come Drink With Me. She was the lead in that, and that was one of the first films to ever have a female action star. She was also in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Goldstone, the sequel to Mystery Road. It also stars Lo Lai, who was in like the Five Fingers of Death, the 36th Chamber of Shaolin, and Dirty Ho. And finally, Shai Shu, who was in The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. So a young kung fu student seeks a reclusive teacher so that she may learn to defeat the evil black demon. She doesn't realize, however, that the servant woman she befriends is actually the kung fu master she seeks. After Black Demon's henchmen attack, the master reveals herself and eventually takes on the student to train her so that they may both defeat the villain. A love triangle, however, complicates things when another student also asks for training. So this made for a highly entertaining and engrossing effort, which is in no small part due to the excellent cast, but also because their characters have solid interactions and the pacing is on point. It is also well shot, the period production is convincing, and the score is solid. Where this excels, though, is with the action scenes and the different ways in which the enemies are dispatched, as we have the usual cuts that spurt blood everywhere, but we also have some more inventive kills, like someone is impaled on a cut down piece of bamboo, goes right through him, quite bloody in that regard. We've got several decapitations, head, arm, and leg. Then we have death by chopsticks to the eyes, a chopstick. I'm not sure what it's called in China, but there's a bunch of chopsticks in a little like cup thing. It's basically kicked. Several of them hit and impale a wall, but then the two of them go in the eyes of a guy, and yeah, it's really rather quite Lucio Fulci like in that regard. Um, we also have a pot of wine thrown into someone's neck, cutting them to death. Now, the pots of wine in China are quite large, so when it's kicked, it's a lot of debris goes into his neck and cuts him. Then we have a couple of food bowls, which are embedded into the pair of two different people's heads. And to top it all off, we get a Temple of Doom bridge scene in which a pair of tiny wee little man dolls replace real people falling from a great height into a river. I always find obvious miniatures really rather quite charming and funny. So yeah, huge fun in numerous ways, but the action is once again where a film like this is the most enjoyable. And yeah, it's a highly entertaining effort, to be honest. It absolutely flies by in terms of the pacing, while not feeling rushed in the process. So this has had a brand new 2K restoration from the original negative by Arrow Films, which means it's presented in a high definition 1080p Blu-ray presentation. Looks absolutely superb. Sound quality is no issue either, regardless of whether or not you're looking at watching it with a newly restored uncompressed Mandarin or English mono audio. Then you got newly translated English subtitles plus optional hard of hearing subtitles for the English dub. Then we've got a brand new commentary on The Lady Hermit by critic James Mudge, and a theatrical trailer as well. So yeah, pretty cool, to be honest. Another 4.5 star effort, quite frankly, which means we're 3 for 4 in that regard, in that rating, but 4 for 4 overall, because even though I only gave the new one-armed swordsman 4 out of 5, this is still that is still a high rating at the end of the day, and not a film that I hated by any stretch of the imagination. But to have 3 out of 4, 4.5 out of 5 is really great, and yeah, showing this box set off in to be a well worth the purchase. Plus, also arguably better than the previous two. Although, granted, I've not seen all of the films in the second box set, but I'm not sure if I gave any film out of the first box set 4.5 out of 5. So yeah, this box set has started off in fine style, and yeah, really pleased with the first 4 that I've seen so far. So yeah, but nonetheless, if you have seen The Lady Hermit, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.